morning, everybody. We are kicking off this hour here. Tell me a little bit more about Midway University. They're offering their current and potential students a number of new degree programs in business, equine, and sports-related fields. Joining me now with more to talk about all the opportunities at Midway going on right now is Dr. Mark Gill. Great to have you here, Dr. Gill.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
You know, I mean, just reading through like some of the programs, if you haven't been to Midway or understand the programs they've had in some time, talk about leaning into all the big moneymaker businesses that we're seeing in Kentucky right now. And I'm sure that was the whole point and the reason behind it.
Well, Midway University has been growing. In fact, we're enjoying our 8th consecutive year of growth. And so with growth comes new opportunities. We've had to create and offer new programming to continue to attract more students, then also give the students we have career opportunities when they finish.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about some of these new degree programs. What are they?
So we have a number of them. In the area of sports, which has been really one of our strong program areas, we've added coaching and sport leadership and sport marketing, and that goes along with our already strong sport management program.
And looking at like the equine industry, obviously, you know, equine industry from saddlebreds to thoroughbreds in Kentucky, what kind of degree programs are you offering within that space?
So we have a number of different options depending on what a student wants to do. In our traditional on-campus programming, we have an equine pre-vet program. So if a student's interested in going into vet school or graduate school in animal science, that's one of the areas that they can study. We have an equine farm management, and as you mentioned, we're surrounded by sport horse farms, thoroughbred farms, saddlebred farms in the central Kentucky area. So there's a great demand for students that will manage farms or manage facilities, own their own businesses, and so that track prepares them. And then we have a unique offering. We're one of only a handful of schools in the country that offers an equine rehab. And that's where we're working on the horses, helping them recover from injury or to perform better. Our newest offering is actually a fully online program, which is our equine business and sales. And that really pays attention to the fact that Midway has a number of the equine auction houses, whether it be Keeneland, Fassig-Tipton, and the September yearling sale is the biggest sale in the world. And so really looking at the idea of buying and selling horses. How do we market horses? How do we present them properly, as well as the business aspects, legally, financially? How do you structure those deals so that they work to everyone's benefit?
You mentioned off the top kind of that sports marketing kind of lane as well. Where did that idea come from, and what are you building upon and preparing people for?
So one of the real motivations for that was the NIL legislation. It really has created a whole new industry where athletes are being represented much earlier in their careers before they turn professional. And so the idea was we really wanted to capitalize on that change and prepare students to be able to work in those fields and to help represent athletes, to represent products, to create marketing opportunities around the area of sports.
There's so many, I even think like the number of agencies and marketing groups that have popped up in recent years because athletes are saying, I don't have anybody to go to help me kind of manage everything. So we've checked the box for sports, horses. Now let's talk bourbonism and kind of the tourism surrounding that. You have that too.
So one of the unique things about where we're located is within 50 miles of our campus, probably 95% of the world's bourbon is made. There are 9,000 distilleries outside of Kentucky, but yet the majority of the production is inside of Kentucky. And so this is really giving our students the opportunity to learn from world-class organizations that are located right in our backyard. Much like the equine industry, it's not something that can be replicated in other places around the country. So our program doesn't look at how we create bourbon, but rather how do we create a brand around bourbon? How do we create customer experiences around bourbon? How do we market a product to increase its appeal? And while we focus on teaching bourbon, then those skills are transferable to whatever an area has, whether it's outdoor recreation area or some other product or sports facilities. How can you then bring people to those facilities? How do you create events? How do you create experiences around them and take them from being aware of it to becoming customers to becoming insistent upon those products?
Wonderful. And whether they stay in that bourbon field or not, my goodness, the core structure of what they've learned, they could transfer that to absolutely anything.
Yeah, the opportunity we have is we get to learn from really the best bourbon distilleries in the world they're all right here in central Kentucky. So that gives us the chance to let students interact with those world-class organizations and learn from people that are excellent at what they do.
I know as we've kind of started the fall here, classes have started there at Midway. What opportunities do you have coming up where people can stop by, tour campus, and just kind of experience everything that Midway has to offer here in the fall?
We have tours going on campus all the time. We have preview days for some of our majors. The equine preview day is coming up this Friday, and they can reach out to our admissions office to register for that. If they come to Midway for the fall festival in a couple weeks, that's another time opportunity they can come on campus and see all that Midway has to offer. You know, from Louisville, we're about a 45-minute drive to get to Midway, so it's not far away.
And looking at some of the video here, one of the most beautiful campuses you will step foot on in Kentucky, hands down.
It is absolutely beautiful. We're surrounded, we actually have a working horse farm that surrounds our campus. So our students can, whether they're in the equine program or not, get to enjoy having horses really right outside their dorm room window.
Right. What a walk to class, right? Take all that in.
It puts it in a nice setting.
It does, it does. Dr. Gill, thanks for stopping by. Great Day Live.
It's my pleasure.
Great to catch up with you. So if you want to stop by, take that tour, learn more about the new programs that Midway has to offer, just call the number there on your screen or head over to midway.edu.